Hello guys, Josh from CG2000 here, and today we're going to be doing a video which is kind of like a wish list of what I want in Injustice 2. We're going to be doing a number of things in this video. First off, I want to start about talking about a character roster. Firstly, I want all the characters from the first game to return, because we had a great selection in the first game. It's just I think it had some discrepancies to be a truly definitive DC fighting game, and hopefully that's what Injustice 2 will be. You know, maybe if we do get another Injustice game, it'll just be a few little tweaks here and there. But you know, here's what I want now for character-wise. Now let's start off with a character you probably were all expecting, because it's me. Come on, let's face it. The Red Hood, aka Jason Todd. This was a character quite a lot of people actually wanted to be in the game, the first game. But for some reason it never quite happened. I don't think NetherRealm were very switched on with that. I honestly do think they missed an opportunity to please a lot of fans, but you know, hopefully they can rectify that mistake by bringing him in the second game, and also it would go some way to completing the Bat family in the game, because the Bat family, mostly there, it's lacking a few members. Yeah, I'm drinking Candy Pop, so don't judge me. Secondly, I want to go and talk about Robin. Oh, and yeah, the reason why I want Red Hood in is so we don't have to keep using the Deathstroke skin for Red Hood. Anyway, now, next character I want to talk about is Cassandra Cain. Yeah, no, kind of a wild card, Batwoman. I just wish she'd be, you know, have the full set, be some way of completing the character roster somewhat for the Bat family. Anyway, now, let's swiftly move on to Robin. Now, I think what they could do with Robin, it could be really interesting. They could have it so the skins are alternate versions. So you could have like Robin 1, Robin 2, Robin 3, Robin 4, and have those different variants of Robin have different fighting styles, or have the first two mirror each other and have different personalities. I think that would probably be best to do for Jason and Dick Grayson. Have them have similar movesets, not identical, but you know. And then just have different personalities. Maybe have some of Jason's attacks draw blood, so like, you know, he punches them across the face, maybe a little bit of blood. You know, kind of reflect the personality. You know, with Tim Drake, obviously have him using his staff. And I think with Robin 4, or they could use like him wielding a katana, which, like, you know, I think that would be kind of fun to do the moveset for one to play around with. Anyway, now that one's out of the way, let's go on to another character that I want. This one's kind of a... I'm not really sure how people are going to take this. Terry McGinnis, aka Batman Beyond. I just think Terry McGinnis, it would be kind of cool, because we got him as a skin, but we never really got him, because I think they could really do a different moveset with Terry McGinnis, as playing as, like, you know, playing as flipping, Batman, or the futuristic Batman. Anyway, that concludes it for the Bat family. There's going to be no more Bat family characters in this list, unless of course you count the extended. Anyway, the next one I'm going to say is a bit of a wild card again. Let's have Commissioner Gordon in here. Yeah, okay, that's why I said extended, because Commissioner Gordon is I think it, you know, games are about having fun, right? And I mean, how fun would it be to beat Superman into submission playing as Commissioner Gordon? I mean, come on, how funny would that be? Like, I'd laugh out loud at that if I ever saw that. And also, you know, it'd be kind of funny to do. You know, just a funny little character that everybody loves but never plays as, because he's not that great. I think they could probably do that with Jim. Now, anyway, let's get on to some other characters. Now I'm going to talk about villains briefly. For villains, I want them to add in, definitely Deadshot. You know, maybe add the Suicide Squad skins as well for like Harley and Deadshot. Harley and Deadshot, yeah, that would be cool. Yes! Anyway, right, sorry guys, sorry about that. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we? Just brief interruption there. Next, the one that I'm going to say next, quite a lot of people have put Rorschach on their list, but nobody's gone far enough to say the entire Watchmen cast. And to us, I think the entire Watchmen cast would be kind of cool because, you know, you got Rorschach and, like, you know, Night Owl, Comedian. Like, you know, they could do some really wacky stuff with that. And some of the interactions could be unique to them. Like, you know, if Night Owl and Rorschach are fighting, like, you know, they could say something like, Night Owl could say, I don't want to do this, Rorschach, not me. And he could be like, never compromise, Daniel. Like, you know, they could, like, have some funny little interactions there that are references to the comic or film. To be honest, I think I'd rather they went with the film versions of their characters, other than Dr. Manhattan, because something needed to be covered up in that film, seriously, man. That was just like, you know, that's where they complain about that film. And if any of you have watched it, you'll know what I'm on about. But, you know, I think they're just... Answer that, the designs for the characters were pretty faithful to the comics, minus one thing that I just complained about. Anyway, let's stop complaining about that. Yeah, where were we? Nextly, I want to clean up all the teams. Now, one thing I want to stress, this is in no specific order, so, like, you know, because if this was in order, Red Hood and Rorschach would be, like, the first. But let's clean up the teams here. Any outstanding Justice League members, it would be nice to see them. And while we're at it, let's have the rest of Teen Titans in here. Starfire, Beast Boy, Blue Beetle. Let's have those guys added. Also, what else would be nice to see? Now, anyway, I'm done for character rosters now. I'd say, yeah, some more Green Lantern villains. Now, to us, my big thing I want to stress with character roster, they either need to get rid of Scorpion or to add somebody who can combat Scorpion or take Scorpion out, because I really do think Scorpion was really OP in the first Injustice, and it was kind of a bit of a mistake giving him his teleport punch. I know it's an iconic move, but still it's kind of OP for Injustice. I think they should have just left this teleport punch out, because for Injustice most of the characters can't really combat that. And it's like, it just gets irritating, especially if you have a friend that spams the teleport punch or just uses it quite regularly. Gets a bit frustrating. But, you know, anyway, that aside, let's go on to game modes and maps, which is another thing I want to talk about. Firstly, I want to say the stages in Injustice 1 did get kind of boring after a while. You know, these days if I play it, I just click on any stage because they're basically they feel all the same. There's nothing particularly much unique about them to me anyway. You know, if I'm fighting with certain characters, I might go to certain locales. So if I'm playing with Nightwing, I'd probably go to Gotham or Arkham Asylum. I'd go to certain locales. But if I was playing Scorpion, I'd go to Ministera or one of the more ancient looking places. Because I just think it fits Scorpion. But, you know, most of the maps weren't particularly very memorable. So I want them to add more maps and keep the original maps, but the thing is, here's the thing that I propose, and I know this probably won't get implemented, but at least for the PC version, can we have a way to customize our own stages, like make our own stages? Because I just think, I'm probably not going to buy the PC version of Injustice 2, by the way. I'm probably going to get it on console, but I'm just saying, like, you know, can we please have a custom stage editor? Or something that can make our own stages with, because the stages get stale after a while. Like, you know, it's a bit like, oh, I've seen this stage 100 times, man. Like, where, you know, it's not like characters where the gleam of playing your favourite characters never fades. Like, you know, playing, like, with your favourite characters, I never particularly got to do that, because my favourite character is absent from the list, but, anyway, minus that, we can, like, basically, I'm just saying, custom stage to make the stages a bit more unique, have a bit more fun with it. Like, you know, how cool would it be to make your own stages? And also to animate your own stage transitions, that would be nice. But anyway, my next problem that I need is in terms of game modes, we need a tag team mode. Come on, most fighting games these days have tag team mode. Okay, minus MKX, most games didn't have a tag team. But I'm thinking, like, you know, how cool would it be for DC having, like, tag team? And one thing that they could do with this is they could have, like, a chemistry rating, kind of like to what you see in FIFA and stuff. So, like, so if you have Batman, Nightwing, and Tim Drake Robin in one team, they have quite a high chemistry rating. But then if you put Red Hood and Joker on the same team, they have a very low chemistry rating. And as a consequence, they take a debuff on something. like, you know, let's say it takes longer for your meter to charge, or in some cases you even have less health or do less damage. Like, you know, something that prioritizes you using the iconic teams, i.e. like members of the Justice League working together, members of the Bat Family working together, Teen Titans, Outlaws, you know, the classic iconic teams. Oh yeah, if you're going to do Outlaws, you need to add Roy Harper in as well. You know what to do, Never. You know what to do, Never. Right, anyway, and also, any other things I need to say? Ooh. No, not really. Just tag team. Most of the game modes in Injustice 1 were fine. It's just I felt it lacked tag team. Because for me, like, you know, when I first started getting into fighting games, tag team was really, well, when I first started getting into them, when I was playing like Street Fighter 5 at Youth Club, no, not 5, it's Street Fighter at Youth Club. I don't know which one it was. Okay, leave me alone. Like, there was tag team, and like, you know, we used to really enjoy. Yeah, tag team was a bit of a laugh. I'd pick like several random characters, and you know, I just hope, fingers crossed, hope this comes out to be a good thing. And also, the mobile game has free-player tag team. Why can both MKX Mobile and like the flipping Injustice mobile game have free-player tag team? Why can the console versions not have free-player tag team? I really do think they missed out on a trick there, not having free-player tag team for the console releases. But, you know, hopefully that's something they fix, you know, due to popular demand. Because I think quite a lot of people were complaining about not having tag team. But to be honest, you know, and also for Injustice, I think you'd have to go free-player tag team. Because quite a lot of the iconic teams aren't just two. Like, you know, if you're going to have iconic sidekicks like Batman and Robin, or, the only really iconic DC double act is Batman and Robin. Oh yeah, Joker and Harley, that's another one. Another one. Trying to think of another one. Can't think of another iconic DC team up. Okay, wow. I seriously cannot think of more than 2 iconic DC team ups. Like, I'm not, no, blah, pairs. Team ups, I can name plenty team ups. Justice League, Outlaws, Bat Family, the Watchmen, Watchmen, that's the group Rorschach belonged to. Basically, you know, that's where the title comes from, because it's named after a group of superheroes, if you don't know. But anyway, basically, guys, I'm gonna keep on waffling on here if I'm not careful, so I'm gonna leave it here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, and please like and subscribe for more Injustice content. I've been Justin 2000. I hope you've enjoyed, and goodbye.